women come up and talk about how successful they are and how intimidated men are, and they never say a word about their character. And I just can't help but think about how turned off women get when men lead with money and lead with accomplishment and end up having nothing but unavailability and coldness and lack of emotional development, because that, unfortunately, is what it takes to succeed in certain career fields. You can look it up. And for some reason, women think that the success that they've amassed has somehow happened without them becoming devoid of a lot of the personality and relationships that men are devoid of. And they flex their accomplishments and money the same way men do, and somehow, we make it different every time. Every time. No disrespect to you, but you didn't say about being a good woman. Nothing.
Why
you didn't say, no.
I'm just gonna...
As usual, man, he's always spitting, bro. Always spitting.
All that, bro. Didn't say nothing about.
I can tell you what.
This is about a larger point. This is not about her as an individual. We don't hear, I'm successful, I got my degree, and I've been in therapy the last 3 years working out my issues. I just bought a house, and I also identified my childhood trauma, and it took inventory over my baggage, and I got it out the way. Oh, also, I'm loyal. My time management is on point. I do what I say I'm going to do. I'm considerate. We never hear any of it. What I hear is when say that y'all act like, when men say that y'all have turned into alphas, what we're talking about is the worst parts of manhood. Y'all have taken it on. Now, the problem with men is that we won't admit that those are the worst parts of us too. But shorty, y'all have taken the worst parts of what it means to be successful, and y'all wear that like a badge. Look at what it's done to us. If you need an example of what it looks like to only live in your accomplishments, look at the black men around you. You in a city full of them. Look at how
Spitting, bro. Spitting.
devoid they are. Look at what it took them to get to where they are. Look at how underdeveloped some of them are emotionally. This is what you want? Is this what we're going to do, to let accomplishments be Band-Aids for that?
Yeah, shout out to tonight's show, and shout out to Tripp. Give him another one, you know, because he do be spitting. He's on point, because a lot of people, well, them in general, they tend to like. I wouldn't say it. What would be a good way of putting it? It's like the person tries to copy, doing the same thing you did, but thinking that they're yielding a better result. Like, it's like, we're going to do what y'all do and we're going to be better. But if anything, y'all made it worse. Like, y'all didn't make it better. Y'all actually made it worse. Because I remember there's somebody that said to me a long time ago, if women ruled the world would be a better place. Are you sure about that? Because this is a proof example that when they do have the money and the accomplishments, the things that they say men should not lead with and that they're turned off by is the same thing that they're leading with when they don't have anything else left to prove.
Or like when the stuff that's lame, we're usually doing it when they get into it, they make it such a big deal.
Now it's the same thing I said a long time ago about like certain fields that didn't have a lot of women, but now that they have more of those individuals, now suddenly the field is more appealing. It's still the same thing. For example, trucking. Trucking used to be a big male-oriented field, but now they have a lot of women like on social media talking about their trucking. But let's be honest, it got sexualized because it's just sexy women doing trucking. But men have been doing this for ages. Men have been doing this for like a long time. So what makes it any different that a woman's doing? I'm like, bro, it's the same. And not only that, like, for instance, like flatbed, there's still women that do flatbed, but because I got trained by one that did, but it's mostly men that do flatbed trucks. I mean, trailers and stuff like that. Not trailers, but flatbeds. I'm just like, this is proof that in general, like, they try to mimic us or copy what we do, but don't realize they're doing the same thing. The same thing with the whole, we want equality, but it's not really equality. Y'all just want the upper hand to have an opportunity to be the leader, but the problem is y'all don't want to take the pain that comes with leadership. Like, yeah, it looks all nice to be king and have all this power, but you don't realize the death and destruction they got to do to get to that position.
And yeah, when you make a bad call or like, you know, you do
It's all
something,
on you.
we do something that's like not positive to the group, it's like, yeah, you got to take full responsibility of it.
You're responsible for everybody and yourself. You're responsible for other people's actions, even when you're not the one that was directly involved. So it, like I said, they want the benefits of what men earn at the high level, but they don't want to go through the pain. And when they do go through the pain, they think, oh, well, I'm still gonna maintain my femininity. No, you're not. You're gonna have to become the same type of dude that you hate, the same type of dude that you would think that you wouldn't like. You're gonna end up becoming him. So, I mean, this is good though, because they get to go through the process and actually learn and actually see it from the male side. They actually go through it and be like, oh, wow, this is what you guys actually deal with. So now there's more empathy to guys who go through this, because they don't tell you about missed birthdays, missed a lot of time missed with friends, and just doing normal stuff because you wanted to be so successful. And usually a lot of dudes do it for the family. Let's be honest. A lot of dudes wouldn't do half the things they're doing if it wasn't somebody on the receiving end of it. They usually do it for somebody. But when it comes to them, it's just kind of like,
Flex on the gram, flex on social media.
Yeah. It's not a good look. You got anything?
Well, also, you know, I just wanted to add on to it, like it's just like another form of overcompensation. Like they always like Tripp stated that guys always kind of overcompensate with their accomplishments, and that always a turn off on the women because why, like let's say why you lead with money or your status, because now people are going to see you as a trick or somebody they can deceive or whatever. It's the same thing how they view how that and the opposite when it comes to women. We try to come up to them and talk to them, and they say their standards to talk about, you know, making much money as them, and I'm this, and that from this company, and you know, basically doing the same thing guys are doing, and it's the fact that we're supposed to be so in love or infatuated. You're doing the same thing like guys are doing. It's like, well, number one, that's you know, everybody is going to have a career at some point, given the society that we're living in, and also I don't know why which person want to show off and lead with their type of money or status, because all you do is just lead people not to be one around you, or they're going to be around you just enough that can just take from you and leave you on the side of the road, and then and just use and abuse you and then keep you on their merry way. And I just don't think that'd be a probable use of that type of interaction between a male and female dynamic, because I just feel like women have other factors amongst themselves that they can display in full effort of how of the embodiment of themselves to get the position that they want, instead of trying to do a man's role or some type of manly bravado to think that was going to attract the males that they want, which never ends up being that way.
And also because we're not attracted to each other the same way. Like dudes don't look. The first thing dudes look for is beauty, is looks. That's usually the first thing you're gonna see. Yeah. So that's, I mean, you guys may look at men's accomplishments first, but on the vice versa, we don't really care because we plan to support ourselves in the end. You know.
Yeah, and also, you
Most of
know,
us.
she got a stable job, you know, and crazy, you know, stable career.
Yeah.
Like she's able to take care of herself essentially.
Basically, like, you know, like she not just was just sitting on the couch and then
Yeah.
waiting for twiddling her thumbs, waiting for
Prince Charming.
you know, she still has to bring something to the relationship as well, you know, but it's just she don't have to go on the extreme end of being a business owner, or oh, she drives a Maserati. It's like that's what dudes care about. We don't expect that. I'm just saying most normal dudes don't expect that out of them. So, yeah.
No. That being said, if you guys anything you guys want to talk about the video or opinions about it, please leave it in the comment section down below. And also greatly appreciate the support. greatly appreciated. You know, more to come in the future. And if you guys also want to support us even more, you get our merch in the link in the description box down below. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, you hit us up on our social media or email down below. And we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Lost in the